Henry was a quiet man who loved books more than anything else in the world. His small apartment was filled with bookshelves, each holding stories of distant lands, lost treasures, and hidden adventures. On a Sunday morning, while dusting his old wooden bookshelf, he noticed something unusual. Behind the shelf, there was a thin line on the wall, almost like the outline of a hidden door. Curiosity sparked in Henry's eyes. With careful hands, he moved the heavy shelf aside, and there it was, a small wooden door, covered in dust, with an old brass handle. Henry hesitated for a moment, then slowly turned the handle. The door opened with a soft creak, revealing a dark tunnel. Taking a deep breath, he stepped inside. As he walked, the tunnel slowly became brighter. The darkness faded into a warm, golden light. When Henry finally stepped out, he found himself standing in the middle of a beautiful green jungle. The air was fresh, the wind was calm, and the world felt silent yet alive. Tall trees surrounded him, their leaves glowing softly under the sunlight that peeked through. Strange, colorful birds flew around him, and small streams of clear water ran over smooth stones. Everything seemed peaceful, and Henry felt as if time had slowed down. He walked forward, feeling the soft earth under his feet. Every breath he took filled him with a strange sense of calm wonder. For years, Henry had lived among stories, but now he felt like he had stepped into one. As he explored, he found a small wooden bench near a clear pond. Henry sat there, watching the ripples in the water. It was so quiet that he could hear his own heart beating, and for the first time in many years, he listened to it. Memories of his childhood came back to him, the days when he would run barefoot in the rain, the nights he spent looking at the stars, the dreams he once had. He realized how busy he had become, forgetting to live in the moments that truly matter. While sitting by the pond, a small bird with bright blue feathers came and sat on his shoulder, as if reminding him that he was not alone. Henry smiled, feeling a warmth in his heart. Hours passed like minutes. The jungle felt like it was holding him, letting him heal, letting him remember who he truly was. It was a place where the past did not hurt, and the future did not worry him. It was just him, the earth, the wind, and the gentle sound of the water. When Henry finally stood up, he felt lighter, as if a burden he didn't know he was carrying had been lifted. He walked back through the jungle, taking one last deep breath of the fresh air before stepping back into the tunnel. When he came out of the hidden door, his small apartment felt different. The books still stood on the shelves, but now Henry looked at them with new eyes. They were not just stories anymore. They were reminders that adventures could be real, that magic could exist in the smallest moments, and that sometimes you need to open a hidden door to find yourself again. Henry gently closed the small wooden door behind the bookshelf and placed the shelf back in its place. But now, he knew that whenever he needed peace, the door would be waiting for him. From that day on, Henry continued to live his life with a calm heart, spending more time watching the sunrise, walking under the stars, and truly living every story he once only read about.